How do you stop being cringy? How do you actually, once it starts, how do you stop?
Yeah.
I can't stop. Because
Do you get
as I'm getting older, I like want to be cringier. Like,
do you get that feeling like in your jaw?
Cringe lock?
Is it like do they call it gurning?
Gurning?
When you're like
kind of, yeah, that is gurning.
Do you get that when you're being cringy? Because I do. I cringe gurn.
I can't say I do get that.
It's like I'm tweaking on the cringe.
Mm-hmm. Well,
it's a drug to me.
Drug to me is the Broadcast episode 42. I'm your host Alex, joined by Jim. Or is it host Jim, joined by Alex? I'm not sure with this hacker setup. I was just telling you I feel like a hacker.
Should we find a coin to flip?
I don't know how to feel. Yeah, I should have a coin. Hello,
coin.
I've got. You could use the.
Okay. The Canon.
The Canon lens cap. It's got two different sides.
Hey Canon, who's the host? Canon side up, it's Alex. It's me.
Is it Canon side up?
It's Canon side down.
Okay, that means you're hosting. Well, that makes it easier for me.
No, I veto.
Well, did I say hello?
No.
Did I say goodbye? I never say goodbye. I hate goodbyes. I much prefer just, if I can, just sneak out of a venue.
Yeah.
Out of an agreement. That's my ideal. Like, I will get through the highs if I have to. Like, hello.
Mm-hmm.
I can survive that just about. But then when you're in the middle of it,
the goodbye is difficult. Best way is bathroom windows.
Like an escape.
Yeah. I need to do a poo, everybody. You say.
No, that's actually a real one. Like, I'm just gonna use the toilet and then just leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Out the bathroom window.
Oh, but you don't actually have to climb out the window. You can just.
It's
go out
for
the
figurative bathroom window.
Oh, I see.
A metaphorical bathroom window, if you will.
Too big and sassy for my tiny brain.
Yeah, I guess I have big thoughts.
Why don't you tell me more about these big thoughts you're having?
Bathroom windows, office windows,
Hello? Before we get too deep into the show, I need to shout out the patrons over at the Jar Media Patreon. Isn't that right?
Yes, that's...
They got a few perks, a few prizes. Actually, no, we're not legally allowed to say prizes anymore after last time.
Oh, yeah.
But what they do get is
some champion aesthetic. Tell them about their champion aesthetics that they can obtain.
Legal also got on me about that.
Oh, really? Really?
Yeah. It turns out
Is
legal
it
doesn't want you to do a lot of things that we've been doing. I guess they make the audio version of the show possible. Get that raw, unfiltered MP3 over on the Patreon, ad-free. Once or twice, well, not twice actually, only ever once. On the first or second week of each month, was what I meant to say. We read out the patron names if you're a Divi tier or above. We did that last episode, so get those names in for February, which is already closer than it is far away, and that's scary.
Jeez.
What is happening? J After Hours on Patreon as well has been we don't have one for this week specifically, but we've been on fire lately. We did the Wrong Trousers, As Good As They Say. We did the Vengeance Most Foul, Wallace and Gromit, As Good As They Say. But most recently, we did the controversial Robbie Williams biopic, Better Man. Is it as good as they say? Or maybe we should retitle it As Bad As They Say, because when we recorded it was fresh and it hadn't really reached the American markets yet. But there's like a whole thing, how much everyone hates Better Man, and yeah.
I mean, the people who hate it haven't seen it, from what I understand. So
they're making fun of like the concept, and how bad it looks.
How dare any culture make a movie?
And some of the things I've been saying is like seeing where Americans going like, how dare those Brits push on their culture as if we want to see that. What would we ever want to see from them? And it's like, come on.
Are they aware that like Freddie Mercury is British? Elton John.
Elton John,
is
they
British.
were fine with those biopics.
Yeah. What's the...
But they weren't CG apes. But I had my whole, like, ape equilibrium?
Ape-quilibrium?
Ape equilibrium.
Ape-quilibrium.
All out of whack, because I figured that was just the be-all, end-all. Like, any idea
Yeah.
could at least make money in Hollywood if ape, CG. CG, ape, combined, smashed together, money.
I think it's always just been the state of ape. Like,
But this challenges the state of ape.
it does, yeah. Yeah.
It's the first one that's really kind of gone against the algorithm. I thought was so dependable.
It's sad to see, really.
It's thrown all my axioms off now. Now I don't know what people want. If you don't want Robbie Williams as an ape, what do you want?
Should he have been doing an American accent?
I
Would
thought he was.
Would that have made it a success?
What's an American pop star they could have chosen to give the ape treatment that would have given them the step up? Who do they have?
Justin Timberlake.
Is he's not really cheeky enough. That's kind of why it works with Robbie Williams, is he's got that cheeky kind of, I don't know, he just looks like a chimpanzee.
He does normally look like a chimp anyway. Which I wasn't sure if that was part of the reason.
Cheeky chimp William.
Yeah, because he's kind of chimpish. But
Why did I say William? Oh no, yeah, no. My God, I'm like shot today.
yeah, I'm all over the place as well. I'll be honest. I had a terrible night's sleep last night. I'm somebody kind of whacked out my mural, as it were. I mean, Americans don't really do cheeky. I don't think
It's not really their thing, is it?
they're too genuine in
You
a
reckon
bad way.
That's what you think of.
Yeah,
You're
genuine in a bad way.
Genuine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am one genuine gentleman.
Like Billie Eilish. That's who comes up.
Billie Eilish. I'm not happy with you, Billie. I'm pissed off with Billie. I was just coming around because, like, she's very popular. And for me to like anyone popular, it takes quite a bit for me.
Because you're so renegade.
Yeah, I'm kind of like renegade shepherd. Like, genocide renegade shepherd.
Okay.
And I was just starting to, like, be like, you know what, I kind of respect Billie.
Because of her James Bond.
I'm gonna, like, no, the James Bond song sucks, but, like, she's made some good music, right? She drops a song with KSI.
Does she?
Yes.
When?
Like, last week.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, fuck you. No, I cannot respect, I cannot listen to any of your music.
Right.
It's like, genuinely, after thick of it, it grosses me out.
But surely that agreement must have been made long ago, right?
I don't know.
Like, do you think a Taylor Swift biopic where she was a chimpanzee, that would have been...
A Taylor Swift... What?
A Taylor Swift biopic.
With her as a chimp?
Yeah. Instead of Robbie Williams, it was Taylor Swift's story and she was a chimp.
I don't know if she's very cheeky.
But what I'm saying is she powerful enough?
Yes, she could be a worm. She could be...
I've always felt like a worm inside, and this is my worm story. How do we get onto that? Because, like, I wasn't even done saying all the Patreon perks. Or some saying.
I don't know. Oh, it's because we were saying how that was a Patreon perk. Us talking about
Better Man. Yeah, of course. We might as well do some housekeeping then. We clean up some of those conversations from the past few weeks. I made the mistake of bringing up milk last episode.
How Americans drink milk.
And how Americans specifically drink milk. And there was a lot of milk feedback, actually. We can start with this one from Neo Miami. You joke about an American drinking milk with spaghetti bolognese, but my stepfather's father has done exactly that. My stepfather's father.
Wait, what? Can you start from the beginning? That really threw
You joke about an American drinking milk with spaghetti bolognese, but my stepfather's father has done exactly that. He drinks milk with just about every meal. Not every American does this. These days, I feel it's more uncommon. Yeah, because they got Prime now. My mom and her family used to be like this as well, with my grandmother still drinking milk regularly with meals that aren't usually drank with milk. As for why, in the case of my mother, it was due to poverty. Things like juice were considered a luxury to them. While with my stepfather's father... Sorry, I'm just pausing there. What about water? Why do you have to drink juice?
Well, no, in America, water's toxic. Nestle has poisoned the water supply.
My stepfather's father, it's more a cultural thing due to him being a boomer. Besides this, milk has been pushed constantly to Americans across several generations due to government... I think they mean subsidies, but they put subsidiaries and push from the dairy lobby. Ask any American about the Got Milk campaign and they'll probably know what it is due to advertisements that are on TV, magazines, billboards, and the walls of their schools. I know about the Got Milk thing, and
everyone knows about
I don't
Got
think we
Milk.
had that even. Just through osmosis. Being near America, you just kind of...
American
absorb.
culture.
Yeah, it was probably in like a kids show.
In every cartoon.
Yeah, that's right. Even their cartoons are like making fun of the ads. It's crazy.
Yeah.
That campaign ran from the 90s to the 2010s and brought back a few years ago, though I haven't seen it anywhere near as much since, but that might be due to not being school-aged anymore and not really seeing ads as much these days. Yes.
If whales are mammals, does that mean they milk?
Yeah, whale pups, they drink milk. Yeah, from whale tits.
Whales have tits. Do they have the world's biggest tits?
Let me get Jamie on the scene. Not you. Do whales
Rich Jamie
have tits? You know, apparently Jamie got his job by just like kind of working in one of the things near Joe Rogan. Like, hey, do you want help with this thing? He was like, yeah, all right.
Really?
The blue whale does not have a nipple.
What?
The milk is simply ejected into the sea for the calf to drink it.
What? How does that work? What do you mean? From what?
I'm just gonna leave it there.
Yeah.
I don't want to know. It's just ejected.
They're like eldritch monstrosities.
They can do it how they want, I guess. Paint on my glasses says, Jim's lack of appreciation for the bountiful dairy secretion disgusts me. I drink at least 2 pints of milk a day and have it with almost every meal. Yak slobber is my life essence.
That's disgusting.
No. Ever since your hatred of milk, now I'm drinking it constant.
I love milk. I had 2 cappuccinos in the afternoon yesterday. I was wild.
Was the Rhea worth it?
I didn't even get Rhea.
Jesus.
I followed it up by a cheesy pizza too. So
you're like asking for it.
Yeah. And nothing happened. I just had like a relatively kind bowel movement.
Leroy and Stitch says this. Transformer 2 Jarling here. I'm an American from Oklahoma, and my family of 4 goes through 2 or more gallons of milk every week. Between drinking it with meals, iced coffee, hot tea, and occasional use for cooking. Sometimes a new gallon will be opened, and by the end of the day it's already time to crack open another. I think drinking such absurd quantities of milk is more common in southern states because of the government subsidizing dairy farmers, though this is just speculation on my part. Bear from Oklahoma. And they attached an image of the cups that they use for drinking milk.
Oklahoma is a musical, not a place. First of all.
Oh, weird.
Second of all, what the is a gallon?
Oh yeah, they hate like normal ways to measure things. Yeah. And like I saw, this is how much Americans cope about weird things they do. I saw defense for their dumb
measurements.
Let's do months first.
Oh, yeah.
Months, days,
Stupid.
years.
Really stupid. Really ignorant.
Yeah, you can lick off that one.
Yeah, and like I guess the idea is that you say March 1st.
Yeah,
You
but
know?
I don't always say that.
August 12th.
Sometimes
well,
I'll
no,
be on
like
the 15th of March.
I mean, undeniably, March 5th is quicker than the 5th of March.
Yeah.
So fair. But it doesn't matter when you're writing it. Yes, to say is different. Right. So if you're writing it like a little thing in the top corner, it's like increasing in value. You know, day, month, year. Why would you put the middle one on the left and then the small one in the middle?
Yeah,
it's just and using like Fahrenheit instead of Celsius.
Yeah, dumb.
That is stupid. That is
just let go.
Yeah. Well, like
Move on.
We used Fahrenheit back in the day, and then we were like, oh, there's this way of doing it that's just objectively better. Let's use it.
Yeah, get with the times.
Yeah, catch up. Jesus.
Man Giraffe said this on the JAR Media Patreon group chat, which is one of the other perks I forgot to mention. Since the Switch 2 is coming out, what are your guys' favourite Switch games and what are your hopes for the new console? Do you care about the Switch 2?
Are you asking me that?
I'm asking you that. No, I'm asking,
Don't be a dick. I asked that because I didn't know if that was the question asking us both or if it was you adding on asking me that.
On. No, I was adding on. You do I care about it? What do you mean? Like,
I don't know any.
Do you ever give five shits about Nintendo nowadays? You were just saying how you were gonna play the new Itchy Botchy Cuddle Waddle, whatever.
What the Botchy Cuddle Waddle?
You're the one who plays your Switch. I don't know what's happening in Nintendo Land.
Neither do I.
Nowadays. I watched the trailer for this though, which was cool because it was 2 minutes long and 20 seconds and 2 seconds. So 2 minutes, 22 seconds, and it's the Switch 2.
Oh, okay, that is fun. Did they like reveal any games with it?
Mario
Odyssey 2? Mario Kart?
Yeah.
A new one or
2,000 players on the same course at once.
What?
2,222 players.
Shut up.
No, you want to play that, do you?
I do want to play that, like Fortnite Mario Kart. I don't know if I care about it. It would be cool to play Switch games that I have, but like they run better. That would be nice, but I've got a funny feeling. Yeah. I don't know if it will work like that.
Probably not.
Well, it should, because it's the Switch 2. But then again, the Wii Poo didn't have, like, you couldn't play your Wii games on it, could you?
Yes? I'm not sure.
I don't think you could.
I'm not sure. I'm not, we'll have to get the Nintendo expert on.
There she is.
Oh, there she is. She loves Nintendo Poo Wii. Or whatever it's called nowadays.
Yeah.
What do you think of the name? Switch Part 2.
I like the simplicity.
What about if it was called Hyper Switch?
That would be shit.
What if it was called Switch X?
That would make me excited.
Excited. What about Super Switch?
That kind of actually works.
What about Mega Switch?
No shit. Crap.
Omega Killer Switch?
Shut up. Answer the question. Do you care about the Switch 2? No, you don't.
No.
What's your favorite Switch game?
Probably Xenoblade Chronicle.
Phenotype.
It's Smash Bros.
Yeah. Yeah, I knew that would be for you.
Well, what's it for you then? If yours isn't Smash Bros.
One of the Zeldas probably.
Yeah.
Because they're pretty.
No, the one where you use the stylus to build a train or whatever. That's your pick.
Yeah, Zelda Chug.
Train walker. Nah. And your favorite type of train to build is?
Diesel. I love a diesel train.
Anything else on milk? Oh, Piracy, Sex and Arson said this. Hey guys, there is already a polar bear Sonic character.
No. Really?
Called Bark.
Bark?
That should be a dog, surely.
Yeah.
God, they're so dumb.
Oh. Bark.
The green bird is called Jet, and there is also a plant character already called Cosmo in Sonic X, which was mentioned, although that's a different continuity. Same with the whole Mobius thing, which isn't really a thing in the game, and it's just a thing in the older comics and some of the TV shows. There are some humans in the game continuity, and notably more humans in separate continuities, such as the modern movies. Alex's idea of a time-traveling dinosaur from the past who is going to kill Silver works strangely well, considering that Silver is a time-traveling hedgehog from the future who is going to kill Sonic. There is a wonderful story to tell here, which will move the world. We won't never be the same. Piracy, Sex, and Arson signing off. Let me know.
Dude, Sonic sucks. Sonic is shit. Sonic is the worst IP of all time.
Worse than, like, Minions.
Yeah.
If for, like, two hypotheticals, right? You've either got to drive a custom car that looks like a Minion, or a custom car that looks like Sonic. Or a Sonic character of your choosing. Not too obscure.
Could it be a plane that looks like Tails?
Or a plane that looks like a Minion.
Why do I'd take plane and Tails?
You're making it too confusing with the plane thing. Just a car. Your vehicle for 1 year has to be either
it being
a Minion.
A car makes it being Sonic cringier. Because of the, like...
Okay, fine. A Sonic plane or a Sonic Minion plane.
Well, if I can have a Tails plane, then I'm going to go with the Tails plane over the Minion plane. But if it's cars, then I'm going to choose a Minion car, which is mad lame. But it's less lame somehow than a Sonic car.
I don't know about that.
I do. So...
Yeah, I don't know.
No, with the speed thing. Because you know if you're driving a Sonic car, you're going to be role-playing a little bit as Sonic.
No.
Okay.
Kung Thulu says, as the only real German jarling, I'm very sad that Jim does not like us. I will deliver the bad news to the other Germans, but I will be sad doing it. They're so blunt and just like on the nose. You always know how Germans are feeling, and I like that about them.
Yeah. Because they don't feel.
There's nothing to read.
What did we even? Yeah, they're like the first cyborg nation.
Can you just keep your hatred of other nations to the French? Because there are no French listeners, so there's no one to offend. Whereas when you say things about Germany,
what did I say about Germany? I didn't talk about Germany.
You said how as a nation you can't stand them.
I didn't
like the fact that they make awesome sausages and
delicious beer
and awesome beer and like are good at designing cars.
I'm starting to just think you're jealous. I think that's why you spoke so much trash about Germany last episode.
I didn't. You did. I was defending them.
I didn't say anything about Germany. I hands down didn't.
Well, I hands up did.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, and I think it's because you're jealous.
I want to end this section up with this one from Meep Top. Bear Boys, sorry for the rant, but I felt compelled to chime in on the Twitter reaction to the IHG/YMS trap video. To me, the whole thing just feels like a reaction to the thumbnail, channel branding, and loosely related discourse surrounding YouTube criticism in general. I find it incredibly ironic that the arguments against online critics is often that they give nothing but inflammatory surface-level reaction-bait takes that don't engage at all with the context of the art being discussed, yet in return, because of social media conditioning, the only thing people know how to do is to throw the same inflammatory, surface-level, and contextless takes back at said critics. It's something that really disheartened me from even attempting to engage with the cultural conversations surrounding online criticism anymore, despite how much they fascinate me and how much I think everyone stands to learn from them. While there's always been a divide between critics and audiences on the internet, it feels more like a chasm. One that no one wants to acknowledge outside of being unreasonably angry that the chasm exists, or maybe more accurately, a chasm that can never be truly acknowledged in any meaningful way, because the social media sites we're using to have these discussions aren't designed to support productive conversations or bridge the social gaps they promise to. They're designed to boil everything down to their essence and then fuel endless outrage over everything that gets tuned up and spat out. I know that's not really news to anyone reading this, yet here we all are still despite that fact. I'm glad you managed to find humour in the bad faith noise, Alex. I haven't managed to find that resilience yet, unfortunately. TLDR, the trap video sucked, didn't even watch it. I hope every YouTube critic gets put on a Jordan Peterson-esque milking machine.
If only.
So shout out to Meep Top.
What a fire
channel. They've got a good channel.
Yeah.
Interesting film content.
That's an awesome take. I love that. That in response to something that you think is being done, that they're just doing the thing. Awesome.
Projection.
Yeah, like force projection. Force.
Yeah.
Like force push. Like force push.
The only way I can conversate is by joining things to, like, the force.
Yeah. Or like Ewoks or something.
This is like that moment where Luke was talking. He said words.
This is like in book 9-8 when he force connects with Papa Aduk.
Yeah, I think that whenever I'm doing anything, like if I'm buying cigars, like what would Luke do?
Yeah.
What would Luke Skywalker, how would he use the Force to help him through this?
to help him through the social anxiety of buying cigars at a kiosk.
Yeah.
He uses force repression to get through.
Force masking. So
Yes.
Holy shit. There is only one topic I really wanted to get into with you this week, and it's something...
Is it an argument?
I wish. Nah, we might argue over this. No, we won't. I just like lying. This... So, you know I said about, speaking of like controversial movie reviewers and reviewing stuff, I had this joke like for years, like wouldn't it be funny if someone just pretended to watch every movie that came out and just like made a bunch of content on something specific, but it was all a lie.
Right.
And they just like collated the information from somewhere and were just like rejigging here and there. Somebody did that.
Nice.
Guess what like genre of content it was?
Well, what genre of... Surely it's like film reviews.
It wasn't about film. Like a whole YouTube channel.
Music?
They have an... Yeah.
Okay.
Well, and it's not even like reviews. It was like a music channel where their niche was like certain genres of...
Yeah.
And culture.
Are you going to out Fantano? He's never listened to an album.
He's never listened to a single song.
Yeah.
No, it's
He's
this
actually
guy
deaf.
called Finn McKenty.
Right.
I'd never really watched his videos, but recently he went on a podcast and then basically was bragging, saying like, yeah, I hit my financial targets and now I'm just like done with it. And I never actually cared about this at all. And it was just like calculated
Wow.
to make money.
That's the thing. I think we're going to see like even more and more of that because people are motivated to do that. That's what you get rewarded for. So in a way, fair, you know?
Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, speaking of Fantano, I'd recommend he uploaded a video called He Lied About Everything, and it's about this dude. Finn McKenty. And yeah, it turned out he had like worked in advertising, and it was like his...
Yeah.
Now he just like advises people on how to do the same thing, I guess. Punk rock MBA.
It sucks. It's lame as hell. But the problem is the platform, not the person. If the platform is ripe to be like exploited,
Yeah.
then why won't people exploit it? Like, it's gonna happen.
Yeah, I watched a bit of that Mr. Beast like TV show thing.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Beast's Squid Game.
Yeah. Beast Squiddy game. And I was having similar conclusions. I was like, I'm actually surprised it took as long as it did for a Mr. Beast to appear.
Yeah.
Given like how much money and power, if you took it to its logical extreme, like the YouTube algorithm, where you could take it. Because only like 10 years previous from like Mr. Beast's height, even a few years ago, the number one channels still were like PewDiePie's and
yeah
kind of individuals. And yeah, he's called Mr. Beast, but his videos are made by like tens, if not hundreds of people at this point.
Yeah, and it's all sensationalized, fake philanthropy.
Yeah. No, I going back to the Finn McKenty thing of like just making a fake channel basically. I'd thought about doing something like that before with creepypastas. That was the one I thought it would be funny to try and like make a creepypasta channel.
Because would you make up creepypastas as well? Like just write your own?
I don't know. Because now you have the whole like, you can just use AI voices and stuff. That's a whole like thing with YouTube Shorts, and I don't know about TikToks now with it maybe getting banned in America or whatever's happening with that. But I think we're good over here. Our local news is reported on TikTok now, if you didn't know.
Local news?
Yeah.
It's reported.
Like the news in Wiltshire, like on their website, they're like, nah, don't look at our website, go to our TikTok.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they have these like minute-long produced TikToks. It's like how you get news in the local area above everything else.
Why TikTok? I don't get that.
I think it's just where everyone is.
Yeah, I guess.
They just go where people are. It's that and Facebook.
But why did people start caring about TikTok to begin with? Was it just that crazy advertising push? Because it was everywhere. Know. It was advertised everywhere. Mm-hmm. You couldn't avoid it.
It just kind of appeared like a weed.
Yeah, well, it was Musical.ly first, right?
Yeah.
So the cringiest motherfuckers out there, like got in
together.
Yeah, they got in early on Musical.ly, and then they quick rebrand, advertise it everywhere. Suddenly, it's just the most popular thing ever.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah, and there's like a mass exodus happening to some other Chinese app in protest, because like all the Zoomers are like, "You're coming for our free speech. Stop it!"
Yeah,
the same people that will say like "unalived" or whatever.
Yeah, dude, like language is actually changing because of
filters on social media platforms.
Yeah,
I know. Yeah. Yeah, it's wicked.
It's quite cool.
I don't want to be too anti-algorithm.
I'm not anti-algorithm. If anything, I'm pro-algorithm.
Progorithm. So yeah, what fake channel are you gonna start in order to exploit algorithms? Duck Pillow Gaming? No, the shit for that is past. There was a time for that. I have these grand ideas like Duck Pillow Gaming.
Yeah.
Just as my side thing.
Your side hustle. There's a universe where that's the biggest channel on YouTube.
Duck Pillow Gaming.
Yeah.
Duck Pillow Gaming Games instead of Beast Games.
Yeah.
Duck pillows are flying off the shelves.
Yeah. Mr. Duck Pillow.
Stupid.
I don't like YouTube channels, so that's my opinion.
No, it could be like,
I might do like a real life lore type thing, but just lie.
like actual anti-history.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know it's not a very like unique idea, but if you have good enough like graphics,
yeah,
of like a map and like things moving.
Like insane high production value, but the actual content is
Yeah, it's fake.
it's just
Like it's just
box.
it's disinformation.
That will be taken down. If you're also framing it like the real history.
Yeah, the real history they don't want you to know.
Yeah.
I'd be uploading it on I guess I could just upload it on like Facebook and stuff. No, on Meta.
Yeah, on Twitter you definitely could.
Yeah, they're not going to do shit.
Huge audience probably too, as long as it was racist enough.
Yeah. Yeah, you just choose one minority group and you just really
Yeah,
but subtly enough, you know.
You say it without saying it, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. And boom, suddenly you're a superstar. You're among the greats like Steven Crowder.
I mean, you joke, but like, is that not what like the richest of the rich people basically get to do? They're like, no, I have so much money. Your opinions are my opinions. Off you go.
Your opinions are my opinions.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Well, like this Elon Musk stuff going on. I love how even the Elon Musk Asmongold stuff. Have you seen this?
Yeah.
It's like the lamest shit ever.
You thought he had like owned him because he had screenshots of his YouTube editor?
Yeah.
Because he doesn't understand like how.
Yeah. He's
set
so
up will work.
and like that, and then there's the dunking with that Dota type game, whatever.
Yeah.
It's like he could have just said nothing. He could have said that he wasn't. He didn't have to say he was the best gamer of all time.
But the fact that he actually wants that, he wants that to be known as part of who he is, the ultimate gamer.
Mm-hmm.
Like, doesn't that like by default make him anti the thing he wants to be? Anyway,
Which is what? What's the thing he wants?
he wants to be like the coolest. I think he's got like an image of himself. He wants to be his appearance in The Simpsons, but in real life.
Yeah, I think he wants to be. If he's doing something, he wants to be known as the top in that thing.
He wants to look in the mirror and see Tony Stark.
Yes, and
when he's not in the leaderboards for Diablo, then he doesn't get to see that. He just sees his real, true demonic form.
yeah, I heard. I think it was Critical describe him as a meatball-shaped human, which is so accurate.
Yeah,
He really is. But he's also a like he behaves like a meatball.
yeah. Except be yummy. The one thing they're supposed to be good at.
Well, yeah, I've never tried Elon Musk, so I can't speak on that. You've obviously.
Do you think he's good at absorbing sauce?
Absorbing sauce?
If the sauce is ketamine, maybe.
Yeah, he does love ketamine. Oh, I actually only just take the perfect amount of ketamine to make me a total legend. Like, don't worry, I'm not addicted.
Yeah. He's Rami Malek from fucking Mr. Robot. Well, he thinks he is anyway. You can't hack like him.
He wishes he'd pay someone to hack like him, but then take all the credit. That's
He kind of seems like, that's his vibe. He's like someone who's seen Mr. Robot and has based his whole life around being like that main character, you know? But he's like not in the show. He didn't make it, but like that's how he wants to present.
I don't know. I feel like he's more I can never get out of my head his first appearance on Joe Rogan.
With the weed?
Yeah, that episode. But he's talking about like all the ideas he has. And Joe's like, is it kind of hard to be like as much of a genius as you? And Elon Musk is like, I wouldn't wish it on anyone. My head is so full.
It must be weird
to
to go and listen to that again, actually.
Yeah, and he's like a little bit nervous in it, because then in the second one, he's like memeing and like is
leaning into it, yeah.
Yeah, he's just being ultra cringe. Like the mask slips in that one.
You mean Doge Master's mask slips?
Yeah. he genuinely sees himself as like a prophet. And the lame part is that he's got the kind of power. He's the richest man in the world. He's got the power where in like a few thousand years he could be looked back as being a great.
Yeah. You know, he's not far off being a trillionaire.
Really?
Yeah.
That's good.
We're going to start making up new titles. A bajillionaire.
They should just change it to Target.
Yeah, then it will be a real X.
Yeah, X marks the spot, motherfucker. But I think you can't even say it.
Everyone's thinking it. It's fine. It's fine.
But, you know, if you get to a certain amount, you know, it should be legal to.
That's the only way to control it, you know.
Yeah.
Like that should be what puts you off.
Yeah, it's like when someone has a bounty in GTA Online.
Yeah.
Like, and you just get a bit. You know?
Our Nan was reading a book where the thesis was like, what if we didn't let people just make as much money as they want? And she was like, her mind was blown by that idea.
Really?
Like there should be some possible cap. Because there's infinite of everything, as we all know.
Yeah, yeah. It's so like, what is there a trillion of? Like on this planet, what is there a trillion of?
Oh, particles of sand.
There's not. There's barely a million.
There's barely 100,000.
Yeah. Well, that's what they say because like they started counting and just got bored.
No, it was a conspiracy. They've had the technology to count particles of sand for thousands of years.
Yeah, and all the world governments have banded together to never let us know how much sand there is. No, I think that sand is actually a liquid. The particles are just really big.
Ah. Bring it on Joe Rogan and
yeah. The Egyptians knew this. You see the way they
shit. Sorry to interrupt, but Mel Gibson.
Oh my god, yeah.
He went on Joe Rogan.
Yeah, I watched that clip again today.
He's like tweaking. He's fucking tweaking out on Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
And he's like, there's a part where he's talking about how he doesn't believe in dinosaurs. What? And he says something like, and then what did they turn into?
What, the dinosaurs?
The dinosaurs, yeah.
Birds.
Yeah, I've watched that clip a few times.
It's crazy. He's a good ass actor.
Yeah, he's
awesome. Like the fact that he ever seemed ordinary. Yeah. What an actor.
Yeah, it's like Kevin Spacey levels, you know.
What levels of acting? Or levels of fucking
sociopathy?
Yeah.
Both.
Levels of evil.
Yeah, like the way he's moving.
Yeah.
In that video.
No, it's
the way he's presenting information is like so intense.
But also unhinged.
Yeah.
Like there's a part in that video.
Everyone in my life who has cancer. Oh, not anymore.
Yeah.
Uh-uh.
Guess what they were taking?
Yeah.
And then Joe's like, and he's like,
yeah. He like starts convulsing on the spot.
Yeah.
What do you think?
And it's crazy. Like if you're a big drug addict or hooked on something that makes you behave fucking crazy.
Yeah.
You'd think if you were going on to like the biggest podcast on planet Earth.
He does meth right before.
Yeah. Or you would do something to... Maybe he was really nervous, so he was like being weird. I don't know, but yeah, not a good look.
I've had some crazy fucking guests on there the past couple of years. I feel like it's getting crazier.
It is. The thing is, Mel Gibson shouldn't be a crazy guest.
Why?
I mean, he's done some crazy fucking shit. But, like, It shouldn't. I don't think anyone was expecting that. You know?
No, because he had like Thanos on the other week.
Yeah.
Josh
and
Brolin.
like Matthew McConaughey
Uh-huh.
and like Robert Downey Jr. was on.
But none of these people are as controversial as Mel Gibson.
No, but Kanye.
Yeah.
Like the Kanye one was exactly as like crazy as you'd expect.
Yeah.
I would have expected Mel Gibson to be kind of boring and like wallowing in the like how much he's changed as a person and like all positive, but it's not. It's unhinged and fucking crazy. He's talking about the cure for cancer.
And that he doesn't believe in the way he writes off Darwinism.
Darwinism,
Yeah.
like evolution.
Yeah, he's just like... Nah.
Yeah. Sounds stupid.
Yeah.
He's a big Christian though, right?
Yeah. He played Jesus
Yeah.
in Passions of the Christ. No. Well, who's next for the circuit?
For Joe Rogan.
For the old JR. He hasn't done Harry Potter woman.
Oh yeah.
That would be a big one.
That would be huge. I feel like now that Trump's been on, it's increased the chances of like Putin being on JRE. I think Kim Jong, like all the dictators from across the world. Because
That would
like
be wild if any of them go.
yeah, especially Kim Jong. Joe had that
Wait, so they're telling me it actually rules to live in North Korea?
yeah, and he'd just take it at face value as well.
Yeah. You're welcome anytime, Joe. The translator says.
I could see it. I think it could happen, especially Putin. So I saw Zelensky was on Lex Friedman.
Yeah. Did you watch any of that?
I saw a clip from it and I was like, Lex, Jesus. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he like stops the conversation at one part 'cause he's like, so you don't think Putin loves his country then?
Do you realize who you're talking to? Like,
Yeah.
oh my god,
His
it's
style
insane.
of interview is like so maddening to me.
He's the biggest fucking wet cloth.
Uh-huh.
God, he pisses me off.
Well, I'll piss off after these messages. I mean, I'll piss on.
Piss into the toilet.
Yeah.
Buy one of my Jar Media shirts. Available in the description below.
Ever since I left the city, yo. Started wearing less and going out more.
Shut the fuck up, Drake.
Oh. Started eating beans like I'd never seen before.
Started making burritos from scratch like never before.
First let me just say, if you got this far into the episode, I want you to comment. Crean create.
Crean
Comma,
create.
Crean create. That's CREANE create, comma CREATE create. One more time. Crean create, comma crean create. No, create green. Whatever. This is the part. This is the part of the show where we head over to the suggestion thread over on the subreddit and answer questions from the community. Hopefully they'll make more sense than whatever. Anyway, Coltrane 16 can get us going here. Any New Year's resolutions? Mine is to not buy any new games this year. I'm hoping that this will force me to focus on playing my current backlog. We're only about 2 weeks into the year, but so far it's been working. It feels pretty liberating, honestly.
How often were you buying games?
Yeah, like daily.
Yeah, it's been 2 weeks. Fair.
That's
Cool.
quite an achievable one, to be fair.
Yeah, I feel like I could do that. Really easily, actually. I wouldn't even have to think about it, really, actually.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Do you have one?
I want to be as wide as I am tall by next year.
I was genuinely thinking about something similar.
Really?
Yeah. Just go big time, big mode.
Just get huge. Just get enormous.
Yeah, enorm. I don't have one. I don't play this game. You know? Actually, I do, but it's a secret.
What is it?
Fine. Find some way to grow my tiny balls. That's why it's supposed to be a secret.
Testosterone?
No, that makes them smaller, weirdly.
Oh. Estrogen?
Yeah. I'm going to start taking estrogen. For my balls.
Start transitioning to make your balls bigger.
Yeah, that's my New Year's resolution, everybody.
Okay.
Ender Smith has an interesting one. Episode 42 of the JARCast was the curry episode. Please make episode 42 of the Brocast equally shit. Roleplay suggestion. Alex is Elon Musk and Jamie is Adrian Dittman, and they can't decide what curry to order.
Who's Adrian Dittman?
That's one of his supposed alt accounts.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I don't know how to do an impression of him. Like, I can't sound that gone. I don't think. What's like something he would say? Dark Madga.
That was nice. That was a good one. I can't do impressions. I'm not.
But this whole thing has
Interesting
been an
enough.
impression show this whole time. Oh, comprendo.
Crean create. Create crean.
Whatever. No, then. No. Yeah, this is the curry episode.
Yeah.
We did just have a curry.
Yeah.
And I was just looking at pictures of curries.
Why? What,
Do you
while
never do
eating?
that?
Do I ever look at pictures of curry?
Like, do you ever just, like, when you're eating something, like, just Google images of the thing you're eating?
No, that's fucking strange.
You're, like, eating spaghetti bolognese while looking at pictures.
Like scrolling through images on Google Images.
Your Pinterest board.
No. I don't.
Well, Harley Hammer does have something. Carrying on from last week where you guys were talking about the use of words like on skib, me and my friend, we're both 21, use brain rot language daily, mostly as a joke, but then thinking about how brain rot the generation below us is going to be kind of concerning lol. With all the fast food internet we have today with TikTok and Instagram reels, it's almost impossible for the next generation to not grow up and have major mental health issues we won't even see as a parent until years later. How do we even stop or control this?
Wrong!
Like, it's easy to say parents need to do more, but having kids is such a huge task in and of itself. Trying to control what they consume online is so difficult. Also, most of the parents and boomers are themselves now being sucked into it. I know for me personally, my dad, who's in his 70s, is consuming TikTok content on Facebook, and the news he gets is worrying because it's all
Fake.
filtered right-wing stuff. We have debates about it, but it's almost impossible to change his mind on some things. Anyways, bear mingers. And, Final Afternoon 3319, who is the the human centipede, Jarling.
What?
But I guess out of frustration, he replied to every single question in the question thread with his own answer, or what he thinks is our answer.
What?
So he replied to that question saying, Jim said on a previous cast that if he had a daughter, she would not be allowed technology, but he would let a son have access.
What? When the fuck did I say that?
So, do you want to defend yourself?
Yes, I do, actually. What was the original question again?
It was like, I don't know.
No, I think this stuff is like way bigged up, you know.
Because it's a non-issue.
Thinking about it, like when my mum was looking at me when I was a kid, like doing SpongeBob laugh impressions and like quoting SpongeBob and trying to be SpongeBob, like she probably thought this generation's fucked. You know?
No. You don't think this is different?
What is the difference? Like,
if we could have watched SpongeBob clips at any time in the day, whenever we wanted, we had time slots for SpongeBob.
yeah, but
And we could watch like 2 a day max.
but if anything, the impact from SpongeBob was therefore intensified.
Yeah. In a way that's good. So what you're saying is SpongeBob clips now mean nothing. Because they're a dime a dozen. Every other scroll is TikTok twerking, or Patrick twerking, or Mr. Krabs twerking.
Twerking's old news, man. Nobody twerks anymore.
What?
Um,
All that practice gone out the window.
I stand by what I said.
What did you say?
I
You would let your
always
son use it.
No, I don't think I ever said that. That's insane. If I did say that, I was being funny.
Not Final Afternoon doesn't think that.
Is he the centipede guy?
Yeah.
then I don't give a fuck. But yeah, every generation is gonna look at like the next generation and be like, what a fucking bunch of assholes. You know?
I think we're gonna look back on this era and be like, the fuck were we thinking? You know?
So you think it's gonna get better?
Maybe one day. In the same like hypothetical future where like we'll be looking back going, man, the factory farming, that was evil. Is evil.
Yeah, I feel like that's more likely. Because I feel like we're, you know.
Well, it's like when you go back and look at like barbaric, like Victorian children being put up chimneys, and you're like, wow, that was messed up that they did that and allowed that to happen.
Well,
Yeah.
well, they had to do something.
Oh,
They hadn't
you're
invented
pro.
school yet.
They hadn't invented TikTok for them to watch it.
Yeah. They would have been bored out of their minds otherwise.
That was the only way to get dopamine back then.
Yeah.
Climb a chimney and get stuck.
Yeah, it's like, you know, you get the video where it's like Neil deGrasse Tyson talking about how epic the Matrix is, and then underneath it is like a video of someone cleaning a bucket that's got like goop on the sides, and they're like, it's satisfying to have like a thing cleaned.
Yeah. Especially when you're the thing that's
Cleaning.
being cleaned.
Well, the chimneys didn't clean the children.
It did, just of the nature of them being so squashed in there. Their like clothes are wiping against the walls and just picking it up on their clothes, going straight up their nostrils.
Yeah, and it made them tougher. And then tough men create.
Bjorno Pizza says, Alex, would you still consider yourself a fan of Lego? Do you still watch Lego content? And what was the last set you bought/built? And Final Afternoon answered the question for me. No, he said he's too old for it now, and only idiot babies enjoy the hobby. On a previous cast, he compared it to the feeling of opening FIFA packs and said people who collect Legos should be ridiculed for it. So Final Afternoons, he's snapped. He's finally lost his fucking mind.
Yeah, so now you say he's lying.
Of course, I'm still a fan of Lego. I watch Lego content if there's an interesting reveal or something on the scene that's happening that's spicy. I go to Just Too Good for that, and of course Jang Bricks, if the time arises. In fact, recently I watched a... No, I'm not even going to say it.
Why?
The last one I bought was the rare beast from Lord of the Rings, you know?
What? The rare beast?
Yeah.
What's that?
The rare. I can't remember what it's called, you know, the ring rare. The rare.
The fly?
Yeah, the fly. Yeah, I bought one of those.
Skex.
The last thing I bought was probably the Dune thing.
Worm.
The Dune worm. The Dunacy power play set.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably the Dunacy set. That was pretty tough build, but made it by the end. Yeah, but I pretty much think that most people who like Lego are idiot babies, and they're too old for it, I would say. It's kind of like collecting FIFA packs and opening them.
Really?
Obvious Humor 6636 said, I have a problem where if I find something funny, I struggle to stop laughing for at least 2 to 3 minutes afterwards. What can I do? Stop finding things funny?
Yeah, find it less funny. Nothing is that funny.
Well, hold on a minute. Hold on for 1 second.
Yeah?
That was that thing.
What?
That was that thing, remember?
What?
Wow. You really have forgotten, haven't you?
Yes!
Nah, I'm just fucking with you.
What the fuck was that?
I'm trying to do a new thing of like creating memories that aren't real and just seeing if people say they remember them.
That's called gaslighting.
No.
That is what gaslighting is.
It's called just having fun for once.
Yeah. It's fun for me.
Poolong T said, Alex, would you ever name your child Charlie?
Charlie?
Would it be too triggering? Your answer is in the question, my friend. Of course I would never do that. Ever.
Never!
But Cobb Studios asks, Pip Pop Bear Lads, long-time listener and first-time commenter. I was wondering if either of you have ever ventured into any metal or hard rock. I hear mentions of metal-adjacent bands on the DAC sometimes, and I'm just curious if either of you have ever listened to this genre, or have seen any metal bands live, with Britain being ripe.
Britain's not ripe.
I just wanted to give that a pause, because I just like that phrasing.
It's not ripe, though.
To so many genre-defining metal acts, Black Sabbath, for example, I'm curious if y'all have ever caught up and any up-and-coming metal hard rock bands who later turned out to be huge. For example, I happened to catch a band called Knock Loose while they were still relatively local, and now I see them being featured on Spotify's viral charts. Thank you for all the laughs you brought me on my commute, and for the past couple of years, best, Raven George. And Final Afternoon has the answer for me. No, Alex says it's for the alt-right 4chan kind of crowd.
4chan? What? What, metal?
Yeah, what? Yeah, I don't know.
I've never gotten into metal. That is a genre I've never...
I'm too scared.
I was going to say that, but then I thought it would make me sound way too much of a cringe loser.
I've been saying that people need to be less scared of being cringe losers. So
I'm more
happy
scared of
wearing
metal.
Them. Yeah.
Okay.
It's an instinct. Issa Instinct. That's my Jar Jar quote of the week. Remember that scene?
It's instinct.
It's an instinct.
What's his instinct? It's an instinct. What's he referring to?
The Force.
What, his force?
Yeah. It's one of the myriad teasers at him being a dark MAGA Sith.
Dark MAGA Sith.
What was it? Issa Instinct.
Issa Instinct. I mean, it could be a quote. I don't know.
What's that instinct?
Yeah.
It is. It's in the Phantom Menace.
Okay. Cool.
No, now answer.
Answer what?
That's, metal
What
music.
meta? I've never listened to it. I said. Like, I don't know. I might like it. It might be my favorite genre, but I've never listened to it. So.
It's instinct.
Yeah. It's instinct.
No. Oh my god.
I find a lot of it can be kind of anime. It gives me like anime the same, yeah, like default anime. Does that make sense? Not like anime would use a metal song, but it gives me the same kind of like it's just a bit over.
OTT? It
Yeah,
makes you have a bit of a panny.
a bit odd.
It makes you turn into that scene of Mario having a panic attack from the Mario movie. when you put metal on.
Best depiction of anxiety in film.
Yeah. It's either that or when Claptrap has a panic attack. in the
Does
Borderlands
Claptrap have a
movie.
panic attack?
If you had to put money down, what would you think?
I have no idea. It's like totally 50-50. It doesn't matter either way.
It does matter because I have the answer, and the fact
Yeah,
You
but I
actually don't know.
don't know. If I said yes or no, it would just be equivalent to me.
no, let's say you
flipping a
had
coin.
to put £1,000 on
I would assume no.
it. You're wrong.
Claptrap does not have a panic attack.
That's $2,000 for me.
You said $1,000.
Yeah, but you lost.
You don't understand gambling.
No, I do. I won on a different film's panic attack scene.
Oh, okay.
The new Wallace and Gromit.
What does he have a panic attack? Who the fuck has a panic attack in Wallace and
Feathers
Gromit?
McGraw when he's in prison. when it dawns on
No,
him.
he
what he's
crashes out.
done. What?
He doesn't have a panic attack. He crashes out.
No,
He
has a
crashes
little
out
panic.
and breaks the backboard.
No, he has a flashback to when in the first movie when he gets captured. Then he has a panic attack.
He doesn't. He crashes out.
I think Gromit and Wallace have panic attacks as well.
What the fuck you talk? So Claptrap doesn't. You're lying. You watch a movie and you're like, oh, it was the. You project.
The panic attack scene in every film.
Yeah. It's like it's the credits or something. Like it has to be in the film. In every film.
But once you start looking for it, everything just becomes panic attacks. You know what I'm saying?
What's the panic attack in Toy Story?
Oh, there's loads. You could argue most scenes contain at least one.
You are a. I can't breathe.
Exactly.
Okay, let's be honest. Panic attacks are kind of pathetic.
You're going to say that to my face while I'm having a panic attack.
Yeah, you're so good at masking panic attacks. You just think everyone's having panic attacks all the time.
I'm so good at masking them that I will make fun of panic attack scenes in movies while having them.
Well, yeah.
That's the level of control I'm operating under. There must be a panic attack scene in one of the Cars movies. Lightning McQueen is having panic attacks.
He dies, right?
No.
In the
He's
third
fine.
one.
No. He just
nearly
crashes
dies.
out.
He crashes. He doesn't crash out.
He crashes and dies.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Then he has a panic attack in hell. One of the bugs in Bug's Life has one. When he hears Kevin Spacey's coming.
Yeah, no, the fat caterpillar has one.
Yeah, see? See? Does Gru have one?
I don't know. I've never watched those films.
Yes, you have.
I haven't.
You haven't seen a Minion scene ever.
I've seen like parts of a bunch of them, but I've never seen a whole Despicable Me. Why the fuck would I watch a Despicable Me?
You've never seen one.
Why the fuck would I? I'm not a 3-year-old French boy.
You're not a 3-year-old French boy having a panic attack. All right. So you wouldn't have seen that scene of young Gru having a panic attack
in Egypt.
In Egypt. That's when, like, that's how he becomes a villain.
Yeah.
You know? He has the one misplaced panic attack and you will be Gru.
Yeah. It's like the Joker, right? One bad panic attack is all it takes to turn you into the Joker.
I had a panic attack on Jeremy Kyle. Now I'm the Joker.
Just being on Jeremy Kyle would make anyone the Joker. We've got so many Jokers in this fucking country thanks to him.
Well, bro, do you want to do one more or just say...
No, do one more.
Up?
Do one more. Fingers up.
Fine. Let's end on this one from Revert to Monkey. I need help naming and designing the costume for a superhero I invented. I got the idea while drinking a soda with a straw, thinking about how I was using suck force to draw it in to draw it into my mouth, and then related it to the Flash's speed force, which is what he uses to go fast. This hero uses the suck force to suck within human strength. A character can fly by sucking upwards. Sort of like using fireworks when flying with an elytra in Minecraft. What?
Oh, the fireworks in Minecraft. Yeah, yeah.
Elytra. How do you say it? ELYTRA.
I don't know.
In Minecraft.
I
The
don't know.
suck force gives this character such potential that if they try hard enough, they could suck everything in existence into a singularity point and force a big bang. Thanks for reading. I hope you can come up with a good name and costume design for this person, and I hope this question didn't stink. It did stink a little bit, but that was my fault, not yours. The way I screenshot it was stinking.
This might be my favorite question ever.
Sucking up.
Yeah, that's so cool. That's an awesome idea.
The name.
The name and the name of the costume and the costume.
And like where they were born. Actually, no, we don't need to do that. That's too far.
Yeah.
I've got one thing that can help. I'm going on thesaurus.com and I'm putting suck.
The thing is, I feel like just the suck.
The suck is good.
The suck.
Absorb, drink, inhale, draw, engulf, imbibe, nurse, sip, suction. Imbibe.
That's not synonymous with. Have you never heard imbibe? Like in Elden Ring, you imbibe the nectar. Do you remember Saint Trina's?
Yeah, I remember
nectar?
her imbibing the nectar.
Well, no, you imbibe the nectar from her.
Yeah, I remember imbibing.
Yeah.
As in assimilating, guzzling, ingesting, or quaffing. Queefing.
What is quaffing? Define quaffing.
As in drink down. Quap. Quebble quap. I quebble quapped my favourite drink.
I quebble quapped many drinks.
Yeah, that would be my name. Quebble quap. And he sucks up.
Quebble quaff.
That's his, like, what do you call it? His Clark Kent.
Right,
His real life.
He's an influencer.
Yeah, by day he's an influencer, quebble quap. By night he sucks up.
Yeah. I think the suck.
What about just suck?
And No, it's got to be the suck.
And I think he's got a kind of like Human
Think about
Torch flames on. He goes, suck up! And then he flies.
Yeah, he can, I guess, but like he doesn't have to. Like I think flame on has to say that to flame on.
Right.
But I think up suck
He has
does
to at
it
least
just
think
style
it.
points.
He has to at least think it.
He does
Up,
it,
suck!
but he does it every time because it's like cool.
And it's just a pattern. Like he's just used to doing it.
Yeah. And he could have like
He could have a sidekick, suckle up.
down suck.
Up suck, down suck, and suckle up.
The suckle up and up suck are like the same thing, mate.
They're not.
What's the difference?
Suckle up could be like...
Suckle up is in the wake of up suck.
No, he could have like an animal sidekick. It's a young cow or calf that is still drinking milk, so it has to literally suckle up.
Yeah, but what is that? How does that help?
Because that's how the cow flies.
On the udder.
By suckling on the udder.
Whose udder?
Quebblecorp. He reveals his udders, and anything that drinks from them can just suckle up and fly.
Would you suckle on Quebblecorp's udders if he pulled up his top and just where his belly button would be?
If he looked me in the eyes and was like, if you suckle up.
Up stack.
If you suckle up, you're going to fly up and have these superpowers. And he's just staring at you.
You have to imbibe his fucking udders, though. You gotta imbibe Quebblecorp's udders. Then he can suck up. Would you do that?
I'd go up to him and I'd go to reach for his udder, and then I'd go like through him and be like, wait, what?
Huh?
He's not even real.
You've been AI this whole time.
Yeah. Yes, my real location. You just passed test 1. Test 2 is to find the real me.
Yes. Head to Auschwitz. Test 2.
That's where his base is. His secret base.
The late AI broadcast.
All this time you're streaming from underneath here? Jesus.
Why, Quebble?
Yeah, he's in the digi frame now anyway, so. You remember digi frames?
Is that a Digimon thing?
No, it was like a weird trend in the 2000s where it was like everyone's gonna have a digital picture frame.
Oh, where it like goes through photos.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lame.
I remember we had one.
We did?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Could we ever get it to work?
And it was like a 240p like image.
Oh,
It was,
right.
like,
Yeah,
really
yeah,
bad
yeah.
quality.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just broke obviously.
Was it one cheap ass like crap one?
It wasn't an expensive one.
Surely there would have been some mad expensive ones. Though.
Well, there were ones like built into fridges and stuff.
You know, I think if you have photos, then you should just not bother.
Yeah. Although, yeah, how else are you supposed to share that goatsy you took last weekend?
Yeah, if it's like connected to your phone. I hate goatsies. Why does that happen? Why does that exist? Who did the first one? Who came up with
the original goatsy?
Who?
The OG.
When do you think the first one was actually done? Like before it was ever conceived as a goatsy?
I think that there was an innocent goatsy done when there was a human who was having some problem, some rectal problem, and was like, look. I need you to look.
Yeah, double check.
And then the goatsy was born. Is it because it looks like a goat's eye?
I don't know. I've never asked. I don't want to know. I hate that.
Goat's eye? The sun's eye.
The sun's eye's cool.
And those are the kind of eyes we like.
Yeah, the sun's eye.
Not goat eyes.
I
Not
hate goat eyes.
prey eyes.
I hate sheep eyes.
Shies.
I like cow eyes.
Kies.
Mm-hmm.
No, I would eat them.
What, cow's eyes?
Like,
Like the Liver King.
you know, like popcorn chicken. Popcorn cow's eye.
Deep fried cow's eye.
I'm sure they do it somewhere.
That's fucking racist.
No, I'm thinking America.
Indiana Jones 2. Ass. Lovely monkey brain.
Indiana Jones and the Sun's Eye.
Indiana Jones and the goat's eye.
That's what we should have come back with, and he would have been fine. Instead of the radius of the dial of the
Trigonometry.
entropy. No, keep it simple.
Yeah. Keep it goat's eye. Was Indiana Jones a real man?
Yeah, he was based on a real human.
Called
Harrison Ford's granddad.
Sean Connery. Or Sean Connery's dad.
No, Sean Connery was based on Harrison Ford's real
Mum.
great granddad,
Who was...
Indiana Jones.
Who was...
A hero.
From...
A hero path.
Oh, an empath.
No, a hero path.
Huh?
It's a new term.
Is it?
It's like a new way of describing protagonists.
Hero path. Like empath.
No, nothing to do with, more like
Oh.
psychopath.
Oh.
The hero's path.
Well, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Which is why, like... whatever.
The hero's path.
I thought of something.
What?
I can't remember now, though. It's a word that, in my accent, I can't say. I know what it is. I'm gonna send it to you in a text.
Okay.
And you have to read this word.
It's not Rumpelstiltskin, is it?
No.
Good. Oh. Aftermath. It's in the aftermath.
Well, this is the thing.
It's the documentary. In the aftermath of World War II, Part 3.
Aftermath sounds fucking stupid.
In the aftermath. In the aftermath.
And aftermath doesn't work because you're changing. There's two R's, but you're saying R for one and
How do
A for
Americans
another.
say it? In the
Aftermath.
But they say math.
Aftermath. Aftermath.
No.
In the aftermath of World War II.
Aftermath.
In the aftermath, after I looked
That's
in the
not it.
mirror, was World War II.
The aftermath of me looking in the mirror.
Once I was done looking in the mirror. The aftermath had no bounds.
I looked in the mirror, and the aftermath.
Just learn. No, we have it right for once. Just once.
Absorb our culture. Absorb our
Yeah.
culture. Absorb our
We're
culture.
taking over. Before you know it, every movie
Yeah.
will be Better Man. Every movie will be an ape in the main lead role, and you Americans are not going to know what to do with yourselves, and you're going to run.
Run, the British are coming back, everybody.
They're going to run straight to their local movie theatre and sit down and watch. You just wait, the right character being aped. Maybe try it with a historical biopic. You know? Alexander the Great, but he's an ape. Alexander the Gurk? He could be a chicken.
What about
Family Guy, crossover.
Peter Griffin, Seth MacFarlane is a chicken, and it's his story.
It's like a Seth MacFarlane biopic, but the chicken from Family Guy is a character in it, and he's playing it straight until the last half an hour suddenly turns into an absurd comedy where they fight.
Yeah. For 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Can we end this one with impressions of a character from Family Guy?
Sure. Hey Peter, what's the aftermath of that?
I can't do impressions like I said earlier.
You do a good Lois.
I do a good there's that.
You love doing Cleveland normally.
I'm gonna stick with that, yeah.
No, that's my one.
Huh?
Nah, do your Stewie impression. You love doing Stewie.
Okay. Give me a line.
Brian, after this Chick-fil-A, I'm gonna have real bathroom problems. The aftermath will be severe.
Brian, the aftermath from the Chick-fil-A. That was cool.
How does he do it?
I don't know. I haven't seen Family Guy in a while. I haven't even been getting shorts, like Family Guy shorts and stuff. Like Bart Simpson shorts. Even my shorts.
I think they should start remaking Family Guy episode by episode.
Have you ever seen the first episode of Family Guy?
Of course I have.
It's really... This reminds me of that time I was eating dinner with Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's still nice. He's very nice.
Thanks, Peter.
Writing Family Guy is such a fucking, like, you've landed a gig. If you're a writer on Family Guy. It's like,
Do you know
I
what
can
would
coast
do?
now.
I would do... Look, I'm just going to put trending celebrity. Right? Who we got? SZA.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So what's the Family Guy joke?
Okay, this reminds me of the time SZA and Kendrick tried to go on a roller coaster, and then it's like SZA.
Oh, and Jonathan Rhys Myers is on here for losing his house in Malibu because of the fires.
Who's that?
Don't even worry about it. But he's in this.
This reminds me of the time Jonathan Rhys Myers lost his house in the fires.
And SZA.
It's actually really fucked, those fires. It's actually
Scary,
really
yeah.
fucking fucked. And some people believe it's the government wiping out, like they're like Fortnite blasting the map to reset. They're like Sim City. They're like Sim City, like
Right.
wiping the city so they can
Yeah.
do it better.
No, man.
So that's my Family Guy joke.
Yeah, nice one, Seth. Now, to take us away,
Go get your trumpet and play an outro song.
Jim's gonna sing his favorite Seth MacFarlane cover.
Yeah.
I guess I'll.
Baby, it's cold outside. But I really want to go home. No, baby, it's cold
I was
outside.
hoping you were gonna do it as Stewie, but that's fine, I guess.
No, I was doing it as Brian.
He does everything as Brian. It's not fair.
Yeah. It makes you wonder which one is Seth. Is Seth Seth or is Brian Seth? Who's more Seth?
Lois Griffin.
Is Seth?
How does she even sound?
Peter. Peter, did you buy all that Hawk Tuah coin?
That reminds me of the time Hawk Tuah came.
Yeah. This reminds me of the time I spent all my money on Talk to a Coin.
With Jonathan Rhys-Meyers and Scissor. Yeah. Well, Scissor over to safe use of kitchen equipment.